RTD Live Talk, Detroit's number one late night YouTube talk show. We are live for a Monday night edition, the last Monday of the month of November. Excited to be back. Looking forward to connecting, find out what's on your radar. As always, want to make sure I welcome any first time viewers to the community. Let me know where you're watching from in the chat. And then also when the phone lines open up, 313-462-0027. Give me a call. Let me know what's on your mind tonight. Other than that, hope everyone's doing well. It was a very eventful weekend. A lot of craziness happening, a lot of smash and grabs, looting, you name it. Anyway, lots of stories worth touching on. And as always, I want to welcome you guys to bring a topic to the table and let's touch on it a little bit. And before I dive into a couple articles here, let me acknowledge a few people for taking their time to bless us this evening. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd definitely love to shout you out real quick. We got Renee checking in. We got the10, if I'm not saying that incorrectly. We got Samuel checking in. We got Ann Tang. Boosters for everyone. Yeah. DC Precise. We got Jay. We got John, Ed checking in. Mr. Steve, Barlight Broker. Jay. What else we got? Let me see here. Keep scrolling. Samuel. All right. We got Jermaine Scott, Toshiba checking in. We got Calypso Moon. How you doing? Yeah. Had to get rid of all the hair. It was starting to get to me, so had to go clean again. Faith Parent checking in. S400. Nick, how you doing, my friend from Chicago? Larissa Jackson. It says, Kendi says, Mike joined the metaverse and lost his beard. No, so let me just share my, I call it Meta Mike. And so in the beginning of this year in January, I started using just a digital avatar just because there's more stories that I read throughout the day that I never get a chance to actually talking about on the live stream just because we cover so many other subject matters to where I'll be stuck with all these articles I want to bring to your attention. But other than posting them in Discord and posting them in the Telegram, I figure it's easy just to make a quick audio version of it, put it out there, just give it some information for you guys to plug into if you're interested. But other than that, it's just simple, just clean and simple way to just share information. And using the AI thing is, I think, it's catchy, it's trendy. So I enjoy making those little creative little clips or whatever. So, but anyway, just something designed 3-4 minutes, quick information, get you in, get you out. That's all. Anyway, let me know. Leave some feedback. Curious to hear what you guys think. All right, so I see a lot of people want to definitely touch on the issues that we're all facing. The Omicron. I see Rolf with a lot of good stuff on that. What is that talking about? Omicron, Piscum is the binary star, and the constellation of Pisces. The end of the age of Pisces is the end of 2,000 years astrological cycle that began with the Christian Church. Rolf, man, that's deep stuff there, man. You went deep for that one. Appreciate you for bringing it to the forefront, though. Yeah, so it's all types of stuff going on. Oh man. You said Denzel. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, so actually, put a topic out in the chat. We'll touch on it. Let me go through a couple articles real quick. Then I open the phone lines so we can touch on whatever else you guys want to touch on. Let me see here. I'll start off with this. So today starts the Maxwell trial, and I had a chance to just thumb through a couple articles, a couple tweets. No mainstream coverage, not to be none to be expected. And so they're not streaming it live, but they have the audio version so you can listen in if you dial a 866 number, put in a passcode or something. I didn't do all that. And so off automatically, just Maxwell situation. A lot of people, it would be nice if there was something called justice where people who actually commit crimes, people who prey on the young and the innocent and all the other stuff would be brought to justice. But I wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't think that any of these people going to be brought to justice because she is actually a predator herself. She helped Epstein do all the dirt he did for decades. And there's no way the entire truth will come out because you have all the presidents in on this. You got politicians, you got movie stars, you got actors. There's more people that visited Epstein Island and all the stuff that they do than we are even aware of. But then again, there was some documentation that I put in a Telegram listing a lot of names, i.e. defendants, on the list there. And just reading through some of those names, I saw Sean Carter, it was Jay Z, it was Lil Wayne, and all types of names on that list as defendants. So I don't know what it is, but no one's going to jail. I don't see nothing coming from this. Yada yada yada. So make of it of what you wish, but let me know what you guys think. Don't hold your breath. And at the same time, as of today, that the case from the guy who basically claimed that he did a fake, attack or some crap 3 years ago. I forgot the guy's name, actor guy. That starts today as well. So I'd imagine that's probably will get more airtime than this Maxwell situation. And then unfortunately, Bill Cosby. They're talking about prosecuting Bill Cosby again. So it's like, come on now, how many fake trials they're trying to throw out there just to cover up the primary one that matters the most? But it is what it is. Shouldn't be too surprised. And let's keep it moving. And so here's something I found to be somewhat interesting. So as of now, it looks like Trump challenges the media, politicians to a debate on election fraud. So here we are now, clearly, almost a year from when everything was initially took place. We all know nothing was what it seemed on the surface. It was all a sham. But it's just interesting how he's still out here trying to plead his case as if like it would really matter at this current point, because his signatures are all on the initial issues we're facing now. So, but I thought this was just something to bring to the forefront. And then here's something else as well that it could be interesting. So it looks like the World Economic Forum in Davos is called off following death threats. So it looks like in January they're supposed to have their little annual meeting or something like that, but due to some death threat, they canceled it. But it's good to say they're still going to have their official meeting, just not the public open forum. So, but I thought that was just entertaining, something to bring to the forefront. And then, of course, this past Friday, I've heard about several instances throughout the country where a lot of stores were looted. So Best Buy stores in Minneapolis, latest target of smash and grab looters. So a lot of people out there shopping, but they're not paying for what they're leaving the stores with. I saw some videos too of people pushing and shoving, and this one lady, snatched some items out of a kid's hands. It's quite interesting out there. And then here's something else: lockdown free Florida, top vacation spot for holidays. So it looks like as more people are not able to travel freely outside the country due to the possibility of more countries closing their borders, Florida might be that designated spot that everybody decides to go to. So thought that was interesting. And then how can we not talk about Twitter today? CEO Jack Dorsey steps down. And it seems very interesting that he's stepping down at the same time that he's gone on a somewhat on the loose end of things a couple of weeks ago, talking about hyperinflation is coming. And then he started talking about creating a decentralized exchange for Bitcoin. And then literally, 2 weeks later, he's stepping down. So assuming he's going to probably go dive full steam ahead into the Bitcoin sphere, but we'll see. But he's still the president of Square. So he's going to be on that board there. But I thought that was interesting because, of course, there's more to the story here. But I think from this point on, Twitter may take a 180 and really begin cracking down and censoring. And that might be a part of the reason why he was probably forced to step down. And then, of course, this past Friday, we had every person, including Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, out there buying the dip. So it looks like MicroStrategy acquires $414 million worth of Bitcoins. And so they bought 7,002 Bitcoins over the last couple of days. And that's a lot of Bitcoin. So these people, are they going to ride and die with the Bitcoin? That's what it's looking like. And then, of course, we had El Salvador as well. El Salvador buys 100 more Bitcoins as price dips below 55,000. And, of course, since then, it's rallied back up. So these are just some of the things that caught my attention that I thought I'd bring to the fold. But once again, there's more stories out there worth touching on. So feel free to chime in and let me know what you guys are keeping an eye on. And so Tony B says, where is the pump? I'm assuming referring to the crypto space. And let me see here. As of now, let me refresh this page here. So it looks like, let me see, get this page back here. So from 55,000, I think, or 53, 54,000 low on Friday, Saturday, looks like as of now it's at 57. So it's went up 3 or 4,000. So not necessarily the pump, but it's not going nowhere. It's right where the powers that be want it to stay. Anyway, let's open the phone lines. Looks like we got some people calling in. Let me get on here. Oh, missed you. Nope, no, I didn't. All right, let's talk. Feel free to give me a call. Let me know what's on your radar. Let me put this up here, and then we can chit chat. Feel free to throw out some stories. It's MW says using cryptocurrency move money is all put country my take. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, MW. Let me know again. Doesn't equate to billions. As far as the amount of Bitcoin they purchased, or what are you referring to? TB, let me know. And I'd imagine by now, everybody probably is aware that the decentralized space is a part of the game plan getting us towards that one world currency. So it's not going anywhere. And all the future allocations of currency created will somehow find its way into this decentralized asset space. And so 55,000 Bitcoin or 57, whatever it is, that's pennies in a bucket. Pennies in a bucket. S400 says a turkey switching from lira to Bitcoin. S400, I didn't hear about that one, but there's a lot of, let me see here. There's been a lot of activity. It's on BitChute. The widow's wife made a video. Let me get apologize. Let me get this call here. All right, let's talk. Hello, caller. Where you calling from?
This is Pat. How you doing, Mike?
Pat, doing good, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
What's on your mind?
I got one real puzzlement.
Yeah.
That I need your audience or you possibly.
Okay.
To confirm for me.
Okay, go ahead.
Bloomberg had an interview with the Pfizer CEO or whatever today.
Right.
And supposedly said some pretty strange things about your DNA and about how your immune system will be diminished because you're getting a vaccine. At any rate, moving right along, I don't know what that was going on.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I heard it. Somebody confirmed it for me. I just ain't believing it. And then the other thing I've got going on is, the new Chi virus. And we should call it the Chi virus because that's the correct nomenclature for it.
Yeah.
The other one I've got for you is everybody's whining about inflation and how our money's dropping and everything. Hey, if you just sit around and look at a couple of charts, our money's been going up for the last few months. It started at $82. 82 point something another on the index, and it's up to 93.
Yeah.
So people need to start looking at what they're talking about again.
Yeah, but so you're referring to the Dixie, the basically the trade weighted dollar version. And so to me personally, I don't pay much attention to 82, 895. That's just the strength, basically indicating its strength against other crumbling currencies, all heading down towards zero anyway. So I personally, I don't look at that as like I've gained any purchasing power by that thing going up. That's for sure.
Yeah, nobody sees the significance, though, that the dollar is used as a unit of credit.
Yeah,
and with other countries' deals.
Right.
Dollar going up is a big deal, and everything else going down looks like a depression to me.
Yeah, for now. But as always, there's no long-term future in a Federal Reserve note. So as of now, it might be looking as if things are relatively strong. But then again, I'm not feeling it on my side. How about I'm not? Maybe you are, but I'm not.
Nah. That's all I've got for you, Mike. I do appreciate you. Your Omicron or whatever you're doing. Hey, I like that during the day when I don't have a whole lot of time to spend an hour with you.
Yeah.
And keep on what you're doing, Mike.
Appreciate
you. Well.
Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you.
Bye.
Be good. Pat, appreciate you, man. Yeah, feel free to give me a call. Let's talk. Appreciate the love offer, my friend. Thank you for the blessing there. All right, let me get to some more comments here. Let me see here. Let me see. Say Daryl says the Dixie is going up because a crash is imminent. People will be running to cash soon. Yeah, and that's where, that's it. That's the it goes. It's man, it's not a simple response in regards to how people use the Dixie as the anchor, like it's the anchor for our global monetary system, and at the same time they're creating currency out the wazoo. Hello, Carlos. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Mike, Steve, in Region 9.
Steve, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. Hey, we knew that those smash and grabs would grow across the country.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, they're going to turn on the grocery stores.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to do the same thing at the grocery stores.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just so like I see. Let me see. At what time will that take place? I see that happening. I see that probably taking place when there's more outright civil unrest in the streets, type of thing. Like at this current moment, I'm imagining food lines and all that stuff having issues sourcing food. But I don't know if people that downright that desperate just yet to be focusing on food per se, rather than just the greed of wanting to go get items and electronics and jewelry and shoes and all the stuff that they would typically buy up front for now. But yeah, at some point, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to see somebody running down the street with a television, man.
Yeah, but believe it or not, I posted a video earlier of somebody doing it. Oh my goodness,
crazy.
They are doing it.
Hey, let's talk about the Omicron real quick. Basically, if you take a piece of paper,
yeah,
I love these little factoids. If you take a piece of paper and write the word Omicron on it, and right below it, write the word moronic or moron.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. It's the same letters used for Omicron. Hey, did you see the one about the 1963 movie?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Omicron is a old Italian movie from 1963. I pulled the thing up. It's in your email there.
Okay,
that's in it right before you went on there.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Basically, it's a 1963 movie about a alien parasite that takes over a human's body to take control of the world or whatever. But there's nothing new under the sun. I guess is the big thing for me. There's nothing new under the sun. That's a 1963 movie, and now we got the same word popping up again.
Yeah. But incredible. I mean, what's interesting is it's a part of the Greek alphabet, so it's all those different letters and or the characters or whatever in the alphabet. At some point, they're going to be thrown at us, and they skipped 2, which was the G and the nu, because that it was Friday morning. I heard it was nu. And then by that afternoon, they skipped it and went to Omicron. So it's like, yeah, they weren't on the same page with that that diagnosis right there. So
yeah, and that's actually the name of the movie from 1963, and here we are.
Yeah, not surprising whatsoever.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying just not too surprising whatsoever.
Yeah, that's all I have for tonight.
Yeah, well, appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling and thanks for sharing that. And I actually put that on the screen so people can see the video as well. So appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, be good.
Bye.
Yeah, appreciate the call. All right, let's keep going. So somewhere it says the stock market looks strong, but that's a false narrative. The market is being propped up by the Federal Reserve. They have robbed us all. No future in this monetary system. Yeah, and that's where at this current moment we're literally just narrating this complete implosion of our monetary system. At this point, we're well past the point of no return as far as how artificial everything is. Nothing makes sense. The news is completely turned upside down, and it looks like, and based upon what I just mentioned about how Friday morning, all the articles that I read before streaming with Mario was that the new variant was going to be called NU, and then literally got done live streaming. An hour later, the World Health Organization comes out and labels it and calls it Omicron. I'm thinking like, well, that was quick. So who jumped the gun too soon? And then if you look at it, the reports out of South Africa, the first 4 people who allegedly tested positive with that variant happen to be fully vaccinated. And so the biggest question is, how can they determine what variant is what when the testing in of itself is faulty? Like, so it's no way of actually getting, any type of real accurate announcement of any variant if there is one. So this is turned into a damn joke beyond imagine. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, give me some call. I missed some calls already. Forgive me. Calypso says Rome is fallen, will fall. Yeah, we've beyond fell already. 100% all scripted, no doubt. It's not new. Tony B, what do you mean? Am I pronouncing it wrong or what? Fill me in. Even the rice is fake in some places. Interesting. Hello, Carlos. Where are you calling from?
Mike, it's a JBW caller from California.
JBW, what's going on, my friend? How you doing?
I'm doing good, just living life. Just found out, let's see, a company I work for is doing the mandating the vaccine come January 4th. If you don't have it, you're gone. That's it. Bye-bye.
Wow. No exemptions, no nothing, huh?
So they are doing exemptions. I think they're due this week, like Friday or something. But I just opted not to even go through with it because from what I was told is basically it's going to be really tough to get one and for them to approve it because it's the prime contractor. They fall under the federal government. So I work for the sub, and the sub is just going along with what the prime is doing because that's who hired the sub.
Yeah.
So,
but one thing you never know, man. If you have that option of submitting something, go ahead and just see what happens. It might buy you some time. I think it would be better to try than not at all, in my opinion. But you got a better idea what's going on there than I do. But wouldn't hurt. Just throw it out there and see what happens.
Yeah, you know what? I thought about that, but honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and January 4th is my last day. I'm not even gonna attempt to put in the exemption or whatever. Because, like I said, I mean, like the parent company is probably gonna look at, well, these guys are not even full-time employees, so we can care less about them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so heading into 2022, it's going to be interesting on a lot of fronts because, of course, there's going to be more. The news get let out before then as well, talking about all the other type of stuff they're going to try to throw at us. So ain't no telling what will come about between now and then. So, but yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because there were a few guys who they said they weren't going to get it. They kind of caved in because what it all boils down to is, I think a lot of it has to do with, like the money and then providing for your loved ones and family. I don't have a wife or kids. I'm not married, so I can kind of do whatever I want to do. So I can leave the job and be fine.
Yeah.
And just go from there. So I have a lot more flexibility than some other guys. But I'm not gonna give in. I'm not, because they're talking about they're gonna have to do all these booster shots and stuff. It's just gonna keep going and going and going. Next thing you know, you'll be getting a booster shot probably every 3 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Who knows what they're putting in these shots and all the variants. Just like what flu has so many different strands of variants.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never ending.
And then I also mentioned that video from David E. Martin that I've always talked about, how he listed all the different patented variants that the CDC, FDA, and government all put in on. So they all put in on that. So based upon all those variants that are patented, that's a sign of how many more we have to come, more than likely. So it's going to be never ending because they need more panic, more fear to get their agenda across the table if they can. So, and I also saw an article saying that in Australia, they're pre-ordering 14 boosters, which is 14 for every person in the country, which equates to 2 per year that's about 7 years. So if that is semi or anywhere near true, even though it's coming from one of the prime minister, health ministers, or somebody was talking, so that's where I heard it from. But that's 7 years right there, based upon what they're pre-ordering. So that lets you know, it's not gonna get any easier moving forward. So, but yeah, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh, well, I'm going to live my life, though.
Hey,
so I'm not even
man.
going to worry about it too much.
Yep, live and enjoy it, man. Stay blessed up, stay prayed up, man, and do your thing, and keep us posted on what's going on in your neck of the woods, man. Appreciate you calling in.
All right, Mike. Thanks, man. Love your show.
Yeah, wish you the best. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's California is something else, boy. And I'd imagine there's going to be even more of an exodus out of that state this winter, heading into spring next year. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from? Hello? I hear myself. Let me get you to mute the computer.
My name is Joshua. I called and I.
Yeah, can you do me a favor first? Can you mute the computer, because I hear the audio more than I hear you.
How about that?
All right, should be good. Who am I speaking with now?
Is that better? Oh, okay. It's the phone. Hold on. Okay.
Hi
I'm
there.
the one that called and showed you. I'm Yashar Wan.
Okay.
The brother Yashar Wan from Cali.
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
Good. I'm the one that called and showed you what a Christian was.
Mm-hmm.
The N-word.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I got you. Yep.
I want to just show you something else.
All right. Give me to me. What you got?
Okay. This whole thing, everything that's going on is about the UFOs.
UFOs. Okay.
Okay. You know what the UFOs are, right?
Unidentified objects, flying objects, but was there any more to it?
Right. Absolutely. That's why they don't want you to know what they are, because they know what they are. They don't want you to know. That's why they call it unidentified. All right.
Yeah.
But we've known going all the way back. They know exactly what they are. Okay. Now, I know that you're a man of the Bible, and they're throughout the Bible.
Okay.
Okay. And when the one that they call Jesus Christ, right, whose name is Yahweh Shai, when he left the earth, do you know how he left the earth after he was resurrected?
The Bible says he descended up
into
the sky.
A cloud, right? A
Yeah.
cloud received him out of their sight.
Yeah.
That's Acts 1 and 9, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, what is that cloud?
I'm not familiar with it. Give it to me.
Okay, it's go to Psalm 104.
Okay.
And read down from 1 and get to 3.
All right, just for time's sake, if you have it in front of you, feel free to do so. I want to make sure I get some more calls in, if you don't mind.
Okay, I just want to do this real quick so I can show you.
All right,
it's very important.
You say Psalms 104?
104, read down from the top. These are attributes of the Most High God.
All right, 104. Let me pull it up here. Is there any particular verse I should start at, just so I can
start at 1? Start at 1 and go down to 3.
Shoot, give me 1 second. Let me pull up here. Okay, share read full chapter. Okay, it says blessed. Let me pull it on the screen here. It says here, Psalms 104 says, bless the Lord, O my soul, O Lord my God, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
Who maketh the clouds his what?
Who maketh the clouds his chariot.
Swing low, sweet what?
Chariots. All right.
Okay. All right. Now, what does it mean to be saved?
To be saved, to be born anew.
Okay, go to Revelation 11 and read from 12. This is what it means to be saved.
All right, if you got it in front of me, give it to me real quick. I gotta dig.
No, you have to do it. You have to do it, brother. Hang with me real quick, and then I'm gonna get out.
Okay, Revelation. What's that again?
11 and 12.
All right, let me see here. All right, give me 1 second here.
is what it means to be saved.
All right, 11 and 12. Revelations 11 and 12 says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying, come unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Okay, they ascended up to heaven in a what?
In a cloud.
Right, that cloud is a chariot, what they call the UFOs. Now, let me ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be coming around the what when she comes?
The mountain?
Right. What is
that? I'm not sure. Enlighten me, please.
Okay, you ready? Okay, here's what you got to do. Go do a Google search or whatever you want to use and go to Wikipedia and type in, she'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain, Wikipedia.
She'll be coming around, the mountain.
The mountain, right. And when you see Wikipedia, go to Wikipedia. When you get there, let me know.
Okay, give me 1 second here. She'll be coming around the mountain. Let me see here. Wikipedia. She'll be coming around the mountain. Okay, let me see. I'm here. Click on it now.
Okay, go to background where it says background and read the second paragraph.
Background, second paragraph says the original song was published, the old plantation hymns in 1899. It ostensibly refers to the second coming of Christ and subsequent rapture, with a she referring to the chariot that the returning Christ is depicted as driving.
That's good. Okay, so that what it means to be saved is right before those nuclear missiles strike Babylon the Great, which is America proper, we're going to be beamed up just like Christ was beamed up into a cloud, which is a chariot. Everything is about the UFOs. And they know, all the way back to 1899, they know what those chariots are. They know what those UFOs are. And they're hiding it from you.
So,
and it's all in the scriptures. Okay. I'll show you the mountain. Go to 2nd Ezra.
Oh, so what? So not to cut you off, but I got to get to some more calls just because.
Okay,
I'm typing one one hand and holding the phone in one hand. But no, watch this. Join the Discord page, Telegram group, and feel free to share that information there. And definitely, I love to plug into it and find out more about it.
Okay, well, that's the whole thing. I just wanted to let you know.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
All right, let me get some more calls here. I'm missing some calls. Let's try to keep this. Hello, caller. Where you calling from?
Hey, Mike. It's Joe from Reno. How you doing?
Joe, doing good, my friend. How you doing?
Doing well. I called you a few months ago, told you my company was getting a mandatory vaccine policy.
Okay.
And I decided just to take a stand and write a pretty intense letter, sending it to the entire company. And that didn't go through, so I sent it to all the unvaxxed people on a sub list. And it ended up actually working out and changing the company policy.
Congratulations.
So they said they would grant any exceptions, and I said, well, I'm not even willing to put in an exception. This is kind of none of your business. And just took that stand. I could read the letter real quick. People could maybe use something from it if you're cool with that.
Now, for the sake of time, I want to get some more calls in because I got to figure out how to manage.
This is a pretty good letter.
Now, but do this. Here's the bonus part. Are you in the Discord page?
I'm not in the Discord
I would
page.
say because everybody who's usually plugged in here goes to the Discord page and they can actually read it for themselves if you'd like to share it. So I would encourage you to join the Discord or Telegram and add it there, and we all could take a look at it, read it for ourselves, and not have to rush and stuff like that because we're on the air right now.
Okay, cool.
But no, thank you. And congratulations because you definitely stood up and you pushed back. You made change in the company, so that's some good news there. So I thank you for sharing that, man.
Yeah, the last few words were "give me liberty" or "give me death," so it was kind of intense.
Yeah, for real. But I would love to see that. Join the Discord and then put it there, and I would definitely love to read it, man.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Okay, take care.
Bye. Man, that's some good news right there. Hello, Carlos. Where you calling from?
Hey, Mike. It's Al from New Orleans.
Al, what's going on, my friend?
Real quick, man. I don't know if anybody else has pointed this out to you. Actually, one thing I want to ask you, and I'll take my answer off when I get off the phone.
Okay.
You said there was a country that ordered a whole bunch of these doses for like a year or two out.
So I think it's Australia or New Zealand. I want to say it's Australia, but it could be Australia or New Zealand. One of them. The two countries that's leading the charge right now and pushing this down people's throat.
Yeah, but if you're going to order this stuff, doesn't this have a shelf life, even if it's kept in cryostasis?
And it
does.
It
only good for a certain amount of time?
Correct, it does. But my assumption, based upon the way I heard it, was that it wouldn't. It's not like it's going to be like it's pre-ordered, meaning they're putting down the currency up front, and then as it's due next year, not all at one time. It's kind of how I heard it. So not all 14 vials will be sent for each person right now, but throughout that time frame. If 2 a year, they'll probably pay for it or something like that. It's kind of the way I took it. But I get what you're going on the shelf life.
All right, last thing real fast.
Yeah.
Omicron. Mm-hmm. Take those. It's acronym for moronic.
Moronic. Huh. Okay.
Yeah. Write it out. Omicron, and then you'll see you could spell moronic with all those letters.
Yeah. So somebody. Okay. So I've seen that circling around Twitter, and somebody mentioned in the chat. So we put that up here a couple minutes ago. So.
I'm late. I came in late. All right, Mike. Peace. Be cool.
Appreciate you. Thank you for calling in, my man.
Later.
Yep. Good stuff. Appreciate that. All right, so let's keep it moving. Australia is going into lockdown, I think. Austria was already on the cusp of shutting some stuff down before. But it just to me, this whole new variant out of nowhere, it just happens to be too timely, and they're pointing it at Southern Africa. And at the same time, South Africa requested that Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer stop sending vials down there because they didn't want no more. And then the next day, I'll show you this real quick. Let me grab this. So here's an article, some little headlines that I saw that I wanted to touch on real quick, and I missed some calls. Give me 1 second. I'll get back with you. But let me show this real quick because I thought this was very important, to say the least, if these article headlines are factual, which I believe they are. But this is something I share on Twitter. And so it goes, this is, the first article was November 24th. Actually, I got the wrong page up. Let me see. I got the wrong page up here. Give me 1 second. I got the wrong, there we go. Nope, wrong page. Shoot, too many pages up. All right, so here's the page right here. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so here is, November 24th. November 24th, it said South Africa asked J&J Pfizer to stop sending vaccines on the 24th. And then on the 25th, the new variant, a serious concern in South Africa. So literally within 24 hours from, I think this is probably like Bloomberg or something like that. So literally within a 24-hour period, something changed. And if this is, the 24th, 25th is what it actually appears to be, then within that short period of time, South Africa was basically backing down or backing out of their agreement to poison their own people. And then it was a need for this new strand to be thrown out there to the public to help keep these countries in line. And then, of course, it spread. Then Europe was next. And isn't it interesting how the U.S., as of right now, we're the only place where there's no reported cases. Of course, I think Canada has 2 or 3, and even New York is talking about going in a state of emergency in anticipation of one. And it's like, dude, come on now. It's not working. Like, unfortunately, it's not working, which is a good thing. But then again, as more people are no longer succumbing to and falling for the lie, it only pushes the risk of them doing something that will be more effective, i.e., that smallpox stuff. So, yeah, these guys were not going to stop, unfortunately. Anyway, let me make some more calls, and I apologize. Forgive me for missing some calls. Feel free to throw out a topic or a subject relevant to what we're talking about, and we can definitely jump on it. Let me get this here. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from? Hello? Maybe not. Give me a call. Let's talk. It says BS Mike, just say it. Calypso, what are you referring to? Let me know what's on your mind. It says Pfizer is sending U.S. aids. U.S. aids in the form of what? They sending hush money, compliance money. You take these funds and do as we say, or else. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from?
Hey, Mike, it's low blood pressure, Corpus Christi.
LBP. What's going on, my friend?
Hey, like TB, one more again.
Definitely, man. What's going on with you?
I just got 506 ounces of silver, Mike.
That's the epitome of getting your weight up.
Gee, I sold that house, Mike. I got a little weight. You know?
Sold your house and got some weight. Ain't that about something? Ain't that about that's LBP for you?
and I borrowed from a bank to buy another house. Man, these banks are so stupid, Mike. They're giving money to anybody. Go get it, Mike. It's free.
That indeed, it is it's the cheapest it's ever been. Yeah, that's for sure. There is no such thing. So I did that little video earlier about buy now, pay later, and how that's become the next payday lending type of opportunity for people to go out there and actually borrow, but yet, do themselves more harm than good with that form of borrowing. But what type of weight you get, man?
It's better than you say, Mike. It's buy now, pay never, Mike. Don't never pay them back.
Yeah, it works until it doesn't, man. It works until it doesn't.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
This plan, Mike, it's not gonna work, Mike. Americans are crazy. Look how crazy they got over a guy that might have got choked by a policeman. You think they're gonna lock us down and tell us to turn them in? You think they're gonna tell us, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that? Mike, Americans are the craziest people on the planet, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, and so hey, I can ride with that one, man. I'm just hoping that because it looks like more and more they're having issues getting their own, agendas in alignment from country to country. So something's not moving according to their plan, which is always a good thing. So hopefully they have more mess ups and people wake up while we still can. Go ahead.
Look, Americans are so crazy. They dropped an atomic bomb twice, Mike. Who's crazier than that? Tell me.
Yeah, you put it like that to nobody. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They invade countries on live, Mike. They knock their own World Trade Center down, and then they go invade a country that has nothing to do with it. Who does that? Only crazies do that, Mike.
Yeah, true. And those with military scattered all across the country or all across the world, and the current reserve currency for now.
I tell you, Mike, they can't even control a small crowd. How the hell are they going to control a whole state of people going nuts? It ain't going to happen. You know who have nothing and be happy? I don't know, Mike, but it ain't going to be us.
Hey, I'll ride with that, man. I'll be happy with that one if that doesn't come true.
All right,
hey,
Mike. Hey, Mike, just one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go get some credit cards, Mike. Get your weight up. The prices are low.
Let me think about that, man. But it's sounding more and more tempting as the days go by.
I'm telling you, Mike. Look, do 0 APR for 18 months. Mm-hmm. It's like a savings account,
Yeah.
0 APR, 18 months. You get 2-3 monster boxes, and then you just pay them little by little. It's like instead of depositing like a savings account to a bank, you just pay off the silver, or the gold, whatever you like.
Yeah. Hey, I when I'm ready to make that move, I'll call you to get all those fine details on how to get that done.
All right, Mike.
Appreciate you, man.
What's in your wallet? Don't forget.
Good point. Oh man, LBP. That guy is a nut. Let's keep it going, man. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me and sharing their stories or whatnot. Yeah, this is I enjoy being able to hear from everybody. Appreciate you. Let me get a couple more people here. Hello, caller. Where you calling from?
Hey, it's Paul from Eugene, Oregon, Mike.
Paul, what's going on, my friend? How you doing?
Oh man, I got too much going on, man. But I wanted to bring up the La Palma thing again because that's really going off.
Oh,
today.
okay.
I've been bringing that up since the beginning of it.
I haven't checked in with it. Give me the latest.
Off today.
Give me the latest on what's going on.
They said it was slowing down, and then today it had a couple big earthquakes, and it's starting to flow. The lava is starting to flow really fast right into the city of La Cortez, I think it's called, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I don't know why they're not talking about it much on the news, but it's a big thing. But
yeah. So in your estimation, because you appear to be keeping eyes on that, what are you anticipating? Like, what are they trying to hide? Why are they not talking about this? Is there anything that we should know about that is relevant to that and important to that region in the world that they're not covering or what? Have you dug down a rabbit hole yet?
Maybe they don't want people on the island to panic, or it's hard to say why they're not talking about it. Seems like they would be all over it, really.
Yeah, but definitely keep us on it, because I mean, it's just one of many other subjects that it's jumping off right now. So yeah, but I appreciate you, man.
I got some personal stuff I don't want to get too into because I'm still emotional. My family just left me right before Thanksgiving. I can't believe it. It was all over the thing they want to put in us. I didn't want, I wanted to pull my kids out of school, and their mom didn't want to do it, and she took off. So I don't want to get too much into it, but I was listening to that guy, Jesse Lee Peterson. I don't know if you know who he is. I don't normally listen to him, but he gives a lot of advice on relationships, and I was trying to build a better man and trying to help myself out. And he had a stroke right in the middle of the show today or something. They had to cut him off the air.
Ooh, baby, that's not good. Oh no. Oh, so I'm sorry to hear about things on the home front, man. And definitely would have you in our prayers, man. That's not great timing, right? That's definitely not great timing right now, especially. Never is, but
no, man, it's terrible. I guess I don't know. I need to control my emotions a little more. I got panic, but
I wish you the best. Stay connected in Discord and Telegram with us, man. Definitely let us support you where we can, boss.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Yep. Yeah, that's it's not a good situation whatsoever, man. Family is right now more important than ever, and families and households are being tested on multiple fronts: financially, emotionally, spiritually. The enemy's at work. Yeah, man. Gotta definitely pray for our brother out there, as well as everybody else. We all can use a little bit of spiritual anointing. Let's talk. Hello, Carlos. Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Ed. How you doing, Mike?
Ed, doing good, my friend. What's on your mind tonight?
I was going to call and basically say the same thing LBP did, but in a different way. American, it's not in our DNA. We got our guns, and if we can not let them, let them make us eat each other. Get us in the streets fighting each other, divide and conquer. If we will just stand and resist, like Rand Paul said, resist and stand. They can't police us. The military can't do it. Can't nobody do it. They better have some damn good robot dogs, because I got something for them too.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I was actually talking to somebody about how I can see how they can use that buildup of those robots as well as those militarized dogs, basically in suburban areas. It's running through the neighborhoods, and just because of course, it comes with X-ray vision, so they can see through houses and see who's where and how. So it's just like using technology is going to be their best tool to try to gain access to people's homes and get them away from their guns. So yeah, it's interesting.
I watched that show that guy called up talking about that Black Mirror on Netflix. I watched that, and I found the one where that dog was getting some people. It was pretty good. They cuss a lot on that on Netflix in general. That show's cussing a lot. I can't watch it with your kids or anything.
Yeah,
but it was pretty good. Just showing some of that. But the technology, they're going to try to use it against us. But if we trust in God and we stand together, God can turn this around. And if it's the devil's time, let it be his time. We'll still stand on the word of God and go down how we go.
Hey, 100%, man. Appreciate you calling in, my friend.
All right, Mike. Thanks.
Yep, be good. Yeah, isn't going to reach Marshall Islands. Yeah, man, lots of things happening. They might close the bar before you start the live chat. Close the bar. What bar are we referring to? Over here, let me know what you're referring to, my friend. Let me get somebody else here. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from?
How you doing, Mike? Pay me money bags.
Pay me money bags. How you doing, my friend?
I'm all right. Hey, real quick, how come ain't nobody talking about how Walmart is trying to privatize the American water supply?
That is interesting. I did see a video title, but I didn't dive down that hole. Give me the rundown, man.
Yeah, basically, they trying to come up with a concept to privatize the American water supply. If they do that, that will create a water market. And if they do that, that will impel over into real estate. Everything is going to go up. You talking about hyperinflation. You talking about people paying prices for water that they ain't never seen before. I think that's real important.
Yeah, and also there was a couple years ago they created a waters futures, something like that. They created a product in regards to water, and when I saw that being created, that let me know that where this was going to head down the line. So to have Walmart behind all this, I didn't know nothing about it, but I got an article on the screen here, but I'll dive into it more. But will they give Walmart the outright go ahead to tap into the water supply like that, or what?
Yeah, pretty much. Like if they do, I mean, for us Americans anyway, like it basically would be like a bidding war, like depending on like say what residential area, what neighborhood or what area you stay in, demographically, geographically, your prices will be different versus the need for water in that area. You see what I'm saying? Like it can get deep.
Yeah. Now I wonder, like, where do the Great Lakes fall into that category? Because I remember hearing a while back that somehow China had some type of influence or rights to the Great Lakes. I wonder how would China, like, of course, if the U.S. is being handed over to China, then how did that play into what China's agenda would be when it comes to water as well? Walmart is allegedly the front runner, so. That'd be interesting to see how that play out.
I think in the end, they all gonna be working together. They're gonna work behind the scenes, and it's gonna be a percentage paid, how much paid, because like I say, it's gonna transpire over to the digital realm. You got this on-demand liquidity. They can pay people instantly once that new system changes over. So, I mean, fiat currency will still be there, but as far as to soak up most of the inflation and get people their money quickly, it's all about settlements. Because right now, if you pay, you can go take your debit card, you can pay. Yeah, you pay for the item, but the payment has not been settled. Once all that gets cleared to when you pay, the payment is settled, oh man, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Hey, good stuff, man. So definitely keep us up to that. If keep us up to date with that, man, because that's just, as I mentioned, one of many subject matters that we're all up against that I would love to find more about. So keep me posted, man.
Not a problem. I'm gonna join the Discord and start posting stuff there.
For sure. Appreciate you.
Not a problem. Have a good night, man.
Be good. Yeah, man. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Yeah, as always, man. There's as always, there's more subject matter than one person or two people can always be able to comb through. So if you come across stuff, articles, news, videos, join the Discord, share it there, because a lot of the articles that I come across, I grab from you guys sharing in the community. So that's the best way to make sure we all stay informed and up to date on what's happening around us and what they're trying to do to us. And the biggest bonus is that if you're aware of what the enemy's plan, you can try to stay one step ahead at all times. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from?
Mike, Tony from Oakland, one more again.
TB, what's going on, man? Happy Monday to you.
Oh, happy Monday to you as well, man. LBP, thank you for the shout out, brother. Hey, I just want to hit you to the dollar. A higher dollar does no one any good at 0% interest rate. With the way things are going now, and as low as everything is, you get a stronger dollar, it tears up everybody else's currency, and it does no good for us because we can't even afford it. That's when you start to see higher rates come across the board. Right. What tends to happen, I think it gets up to the 97s and maybe even 100, 104. People will just stop using the dollars and send them back home. And once they send them back home, then the Fed will have to monetize that debt to make it seem like everybody is on board with the higher dollar.
Yeah.
So we need to be careful with that higher dollar theory. Yeah. You can see it in the bonds. That's where the true tell is. If you look at the bonds and they start getting volatile, it's and the government just starts stocking up. Don't pay attention to the Dow because that fake out Friday was just that. It was a fake out. The Dow was only like 30 industries, 30 businesses. Yeah. No reflection of what the economy's doing.
Exactly.
And the S&P is a better reflection of what the ton is doing, and it was up, I think, Friday. I'm not sure, but I thought I heard it was up Friday, and the Dow was down 900 or 1,000.
Yeah. So right now the S&P, right now everything kind of did a little bit of reversal. Everything is back in the green.
Right. And what does that though? What gives you 1,000 points down one day and come back to take 2 days off and then come back and it's 300-400 and erases all the gains?
Yeah, we're from 4,700 to 45.94. Yeah, and now it's back up to 46 again. So yeah, man,
Brother
fake
Al
markets
goes there. He'll take care of it.
Artificial markets, artificial reality, man. That's what all this is. Hey.
Yeah, and we aren't fast enough. Did you see that article? That there was a gentleman that called in a while back last week that said China had the supercomputer.
Yeah, I did. I shared that. I actually read through a little bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So from what they say, they got it on lock, and you guys can play these games if you want to, but no, they can unlock any computer, any Bitcoin, any combination they want.
Yeah, and so that put that article. I just found it real quick. I'll put it up there so people can glance through. Yeah, so I was reading through it, and I saw a couple different terms that caught my attention. That just more stuff I want to go research for my dang self. But they're literally so the fact that it's not really talked about much, and they're playing it down as if it's like not a big deal. At the same time, the world is all excited about the metaverse and all this digital asset stuff. And so, as my opinion is that they're wanting and allowing all this stuff to take off, so that at some point when they're ready, they can reel it back in to only allow what they want us to use. And then that'll make it easier for them to usher in whatever it is they want to do down the line as well, all towards that one world currency, which is ultimately, this is all heading in that same damn direction. So, but I got the article.
I think we already got the one world currency. It's called the U.S. dollar. And the Fed doesn't know what to do with it because it's very volatile right now. I mean, that goes back to the meta, where I think it was Lala that said something about the snake eating itself and tail.
Yeah.
So what happens with the higher dollar? Go back to the higher dollar as well. It starts to shrink the pool of people that are in the market, as far as who's making money, who's not making money. It dwindles that number down to where you're only going to have Facebook and Google and the FANG stocks, and nobody can afford them.
Yeah. Now watch this. When I'm referring to one world currency, what I have in mind is that how many ever humans on the planet would be using that single currency, not like that, not their domestic local currency and then a world reserve currency, but every single person in their digital wallet or in an app and a chip, RFD, whatever it is, will be that one single unit is global in and of itself, with no other competitor, no other competition whatsoever. Type of one world currency is what I'm envisioning.
They can't even monitor, what we want to have at a family gathering. How are they going to monitor a one world currency?
Oh, so I don't know how this is going to play out, but I just believe when we get to that point, it'll be something. Because a part of this whole decentralized space is making sure that all the blockchains can interoperate with each other, and that right there to me heads towards that, seamless transactions across multiple blockchains, yada yada yada. I'm just curious as to whether to have like one name under one symbol under one head. You know what I'm saying?
But if you go that direction, what ends up happening? They end up controlling everything about you, and that it's just too many people in the United States that owns guns that ain't going to fall. You got one third of them not even taking the shot now.
No, and I'm saying so right now that's the case, but I'm saying how many ever decades or whatever the Lord gives us time wise ahead of us, from a biblical standpoint. Like we're in a clear out day Revelations time frame. No selling, no nothing, no operating without it. Then that's what I'm referring to. If we get to that point,
but you telling me that you and I ain't gonna be around at that point in time?
I don't know my next breath. I don't know about next breath, TB.
Well,
if it's the Lord's will, yeah.
Somewhere down the future, and in the future, I it could be 10 years down the line.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that we can't even do it for right now.
Right.
We have to only do it right now. We can't deal with what's 10 years down the line.
Right.
We need to deal with what's right now. They can't even decide, if they're going to have a Davos or not.
Right.
So we give them way too much credit.
Yeah.
Let's take back our power and say and turn them off, and then they'll go away.
I'm about that, but then again, they're gonna throw another variant at us, so they ain't going away. They're not going away, so we want to resist until.
They're just scare you. That variant is there just to scare you. How do you tell me you got a variant, but tell me the shot that you made up for the previous variant, and the variant for that is going to work for this variant, but you hadn't researched it.
Right. So it don't make sense, but they're going to continue to try it. But then again,
if it don't make sense.
There's a lot of people who drunk the Kool-Aid, though. A lot of our family members, my man, drunk the Kool-Aid. So we know what's going on.
I got it here, so I know exactly what you're talking about, man. But I'm standing strong on what I believe in.
All right, same here, man. As always, I appreciate you, man. Be good. Yeah.
All
right. Yeah, good stuff, man. Oh, man. Good back and forth, man. So yeah, we move, we live to breathe another day, to function another day, to do our thing another day, have fun, praise the Lord, and just, man, rejoice, man. Be glad that we are in the land of the living. There's a lot of people out here now who drunk the Kool-Aid and are either suffering or in line to suffer down the line. And the biggest thing is to, pray for those individuals, man, because they definitely need help now and in the future. But yet we all do. So anyway, let's get it dialed back. I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me tonight. As always, want to make sure you guys stay plugged in, join the Discord, join the Telegram page, share articles, share videos, because all you guys, focus on different subject matters, I'm sure. Let's bring it all together in one platform where everybody can get plugged in, stay educated and up to date, so we can help each other as best we can. And it's all about basically being aware of the enemy's plans and literally resisting the devil, and he shall flee, as the Bible tells us. So if we all do that in unison and get more people to do the same thing, then we should be well on our way to what the Lord has in store for us. And then on another note, let me share something with you as well that I thought was funny. I shared on Twitter. Here's something from my man Charlie. He's like, he put a little poster out here from a video. It says, do whatever you can to disrupt their plans. And it's somebody walking up to like a little QR code at an airport or something. And they're just coloring a QR code, basically making it so when somebody goes to scan that QR code to submit something or do whatever, nothing to pop up because the QR code has been disrupted. So that's the way I was just saying, playing your part. Make it so that they're, scan the gimmicks will fail to where they can't execute their own plans in that little small way there. But anyway, all right, people. As always, it's good. Be blessed, be safe. I want to wish everybody the best, to stay prayed up. And also, let's close out with some prayer and praying for our brothers and sisters. So just tonight alone, we had a brother out in Oregon who's having issues on a home front, family-wise. We had people in California, you name it. Everybody's experiencing something, whether good or bad. Let's put it before the Lord. Let him do what he got to do with each and every one of us, because there's still something that we all are called and here to do. And I believe this season is a time to get it done. So let's close out with a little bit of prayer. If all those who want to get in agreement with me, feel free to just, bow your head or do whatever you got to do. But let's get in agreement and putting all this in God's hands. That's what we got to do. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather tonight. We just praise you for who you are and what you've revealed to us and as who you are. We thank you for all the blessings you've restored on us, Lord. We thank you for your gifts and talents you've given each and every one of us. Lord, we ask you give us boldness and confidence, Father, to speak with confidence, speak boldly, Father, to stand up firm on what we believe and to resist the enemy, Father. Allow us to do our very best in all we put our hands to, Father. We just thank you for your anointing on our lives. We ask you to be with every household, every man, every woman, every child, Father. Give them strength and boldness and give them wisdom to make the right decisions, Father, that brings you glory. We thank you all in advance. In the name of your Son, Jesus, we thank you. Amen. All right, people. That's all she wrote for tonight. Back at it again tomorrow, Lord willing. Be blessed, be safe, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Visit Rethinking the Dollar throughout the day. Your place for news on metals, gold, crypto, you name it. Scroll down to the bottom and you get a chance to see the daily videos, the recommended videos, and more importantly, the 5 reasons to unplug from the monetary matrix, with the first one being the awakening period. Step number 1, test your dollar IQ. 10 simple questions, average is 60%. Follow up with the alternative perspective with the monetary reports. Consider becoming a supporter of the Rethinking the Dollar platform via Patreon. Get a chance to hang out off air as well as additional information that can't be discussed on YouTube. Any support is helpful. With the crackdown on alternative media, the best thing to do is to connect off air. Scroll down to the very bottom. You can find Rethinking the Dollar on Telegram, audio, Facebook, Twitter, Parler, you name it. The most important ones will be the email list where you can get notified weekly, the Discord page, and make sure you connect on Telegram. And last, don't forget to visit the RTD store where you can get merchandise as well as additional information and resources. And most importantly, scroll down to the bottom and get your weight up with all the limited edition rounds only available on the RTD store.